I got these Aqara door sensors from Amazon. I'm gonna unbox them, set them up, and show you some automations that will make your smart home so much better. This 3-pack of Aqara door sensors cost me about $50 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. If we actually take one of these out, we can unbox it real quick and you can see what's inside. Now that it's open, we can get to the instructions. It looks huge, but it's mostly just different languages. This box also has another box, and that's where we'll actually see the door sensors. So this is the actual sensor, and this is just a magnet, and this sensor actually works just like one of these light switches. In a light switch, there's actually a little piece of metal that moves with the switch. If the switch is in the off position, the metal piece doesn't touch both ends. If it's in the on position, it will connect to the other side, making a full connection. That's pretty similar to how these contact sensors work. The big piece actually has a metal spring in it, and the little piece is just a magnet. When you bring the magnet close to this bigger piece, it'll actually pull on the spring, and it'll actually close the circuit inside this sensor piece. So when we install these, we want to get them as close to each other as we can to help make the connection as strong as possible. Inside the box, you get the sensor itself, plus the magnet, and 2 sticky adhesives for each piece. On the actual sensor, there's 2 little lines, and that's what you're going to want to line up when you put them on your door. Inside the sensor part, you're going to find a CR1632 battery, which is pretty similar to an AirTag battery, but not the same, which is kind of annoying because I'll have to keep track of 2 similar batteries, but that's all right. Okay, now that you have the sensors installed on your door, we need to install the Aqara Home app. Okay, now that you have the Aqara app, you can actually add your device by clicking the plus button on the top right corner and then clicking Add Accessory. Then you need to find your accessory, which I'm using the door and window sensor, which also you're going to need a hub for this. So an Aqara hub can be kind of expensive, but I actually have this Aqara GH2 Pro camera and it works as a hub. So I'm going to connect to my camera hub G2H Pro. Then I'm going to use the actual contact sensor and pull out the battery tab. And then there's a little button that you press for 10 seconds. I'm going to call this garage door because I'm going to put it on my garage door. Now you can see the status through the app, and if I bring them close, it'll actually tell you it's closed. I can actually use my Apple Pencil as the magnet and show if it's closed or open. So the sensors are kind of interesting because I looked for them for so long in the Home app and couldn't find them. I thought I did something wrong, but if you actually make an automation, you can find them in the automations. You can create an automation to turn lights on or off based on if your door is open or closed. Go to the Home app and click the plus button on the top right corner. Add automation, click a sensor to detect something, select the contact sensor you want to use, like bedroom, then click next. Then let's say when the door opens, we want to turn off all the lights. So let's turn off all the lights. Now when I close the door to my bedroom, it'll turn all the lights off, which is pretty cool, but we could get more advanced than that. So my wife and I like to get in bed and watch a movie or something before we fall asleep. So I want to make an automation so when I close the door, it'll turn the lights off and start our movie. In the Home app, I want to do create new automation, then a sensor detect something, and click the contact sensor that's in my bedroom. Now I want to get a little more advanced than what this is going to let me, so I'm actually going to scroll all the way down and I'm going to do convert to shortcut. Now I can find wait and move it up to the top and do 30 seconds. For some reason you have to hold it down and it won't just let you type in the number, which is really annoying. This 30 seconds will give me time to close the door and get in bed and still be able to see, but now that I'm in bed, I want all the lights off and my TV on. So let's do scenes and accessories. I'm going to click all my lights and make sure they get turned off. And I'm also going to click on my thermostat and my TV up in my bedroom. Then in this section, we can make sure all the lights are off, my TV is on, and my thermostat is set to the right temperature. Now when I close my door, it'll give me 30 seconds before it turns off all my lights and turns on my TV. There's another cool automation I want to use for my garage, but you can't actually do it in the Home app. You actually have to use the Aqara app. In the Aqara app, we're going to go to automation and add a new automation. In the Aqara app, you get an if and a then. So we're going to do if, then we're going to click on our garage door and say it's open for over, and then we could do 3 minutes. So if that happens, then we want to push alarm notification. Then we can push save and we can actually name this automation. Now if my garage door gets left open for more than 3 minutes, it'll actually tell me.